Can international students join the U.S. Army? This question often arises among young people from other countries who dream of a military career in the United States or are simply interested in the opportunities that the American Armed Forces can offer. International students studying at American educational institutions on temporary student visas, such as the F-1 visa, are not eligible to serve in the armed forces of the United States of America. This restriction is due to federal legislation and the policy of the U.S. Department of Defense, which establish clear requirements for the status and residence status of persons wishing to enlist in military service. The main requirement for military service in the United States is that the candidate must be either a citizen of the United States or the holder of a permanent legal resident card, better known as a green card. It is these two statuses that give the right to enroll in the regular Army, Navy, Aviation, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, and other military branches. International students on temporary visas, regardless of their nationality, education, language skills, or physical fitness, cannot be enrolled in the armed forces as enlisted soldiers or officers on a contractual basis. This rule exists for reasons of national security and ensuring the loyalty of the military to the principles of the country. For citizens of other countries who wish to serve in the American Army, there are certain ways that allow them to legally achieve this goal. One of the most effective ways is to obtain permanent legal resident status, i.e. a green card. Green card holders have every right to enter into a contract with the U.S. Armed Forces and serve in the Army on the same terms as citizens of the United States. Moreover, the legislation provides for an accelerated path to obtaining American citizenship for foreigners serving in the armed forces. This means that a foreign citizen who has received a green card and enlisted in the military can apply for U.S. citizenship in a shorter period of time than ordinary immigrants and with less stringent requirements. The program that previously allowed foreign specialists without permanent resident status to serve in the U.S. Army was called MAVNI, short for Military Assistance Volunteer National Initiative. This program provided an opportunity for foreigners with special skills, such as rare languages, medical specialties, or engineering knowledge, to join the armed forces without first obtaining a green card. However, this program has been closed to new recruits, and it is currently inactive. Thus, the path through MAVNI is no longer available for international students or other foreigners wishing to enroll in military service. However, there is another way for foreign citizens interested in military education. They have the opportunity to study at United States military academies, such as the Military Academy at West Point, the Naval Academy in Annapolis, or the Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs. However, this is available only to those foreign citizens who have been officially sent and sponsored by the government of their country through international exchange and cooperation programs. Ordinary foreign students, even if they study in the United States on student visas, cannot enroll in military academies on their own. Admission to these prestigious educational institutions is the result of diplomatic agreements between the countries and the referral of the candidate by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs or the relevant military department of his country. For foreigners interested in obtaining more detailed information about the legal ways of immigration to the United States and subsequent military service, the official resource is the portal of the Bureau of Citizenship and Immigration Services of the United States, known as USCIS. This portal contains complete and up-to-date information about various immigration visas, requirements for obtaining permanent resident status, conditions, and other aspects related to movement and residence in the United States. What do you think about this?